Welcome everyone to Merkaba Energy Healing. So today we are back with another pick a card reading, and we are asking for messages from your higher self. For those of you who may not be aware, the higher self is the most expansive, free part of yourself. It is you in your 100% authentic state, 100% of your divinity. So it will know things and see things way beyond the scope of vision that you are currently experiencing at this time. So with that being said, we have 3 piles with 3 lovely crystals. The first message, the first group, the turtle came out for you. And it is paired with the Caribbean calcite stone. Pile 2 with message 2 is the caterpillar. This came out for you. And it is paired with the blue quartz. And finally, pile 3 with message 3, we have the beetle that came out for you. And this is paired with the raw appetite. So please take a deep breath, connect in with your higher self and ask him, her, they, to tune you into the pile that has the message for you. And as always, the timestamps are in the description box below, and I will see you at your reading. Welcome, group number 1. Thank you so very much for being here. And I just want to thank my new subscribers and my old subscribers for being here. We have shared a lot of exchanges in recent videos, and it's just a pleasure to meet all of you. So I'm just tuning in with my guides right now, and I'm calling on the higher selves of those individuals who chose this message number 1, with the turtle and the Caribbean calcite. Please communicate clearly through me now for this collective. I just heard, relax, it's coming. Relax, it's coming. And I'm seeing the words heart flutter, like your heart is fluttering in the knowing that something is about to birth itself or make itself manifest, something is going to be made manifest, or something is going to show itself. It's almost as if you're just waiting for this thing to sort of show up because you have an intuitive knowing that this is going to occur. And with the Caribbean calcite, this is something that is going to make you feel carefree. It's going to make you feel relaxed. This is also some shift that is occurring that's for the long haul. The turtle is a long-living animal, and it's the quintessential slow and steady wins the race animal. So you have been working diligently at something. They're showing me the 7 of Pentacles there. And you have a knowing that something is going to show itself. And now you're patiently waiting. You're not being asked to be patient. You have been patient. My heart is fluttering not with anxiety, but with anticipation, with excitement about what is going to unfold. I don't know why they're giving me this message from my recent love reading that asked, why are you ready now? And what are the signs that this person is coming in? And one of the piles, it said that this person may help carry you through difficult times, through challenges, whatever it might be. And with this turtle carrying this young person here, I do get this feeling as if someone may be coming in to help bear the burden alongside you, I'm getting. We'll see what the tarot says, but these are just some intuitive downloads. My heart does feel heavy, but it's, again, it's excitement, but there's a bit of, I know this is coming, but I'm also kind of scared that it's coming. I'm hearing be careful what you wish for. It's this feeling that you know something is about to shift, but are you ready? Am I ready for this abundance to come in? Am I ready for this massive change to occur? It's almost as if I get the sense that some of you have leaned into the slow and steady, the process of it all, because maybe you needed this time to incubate, to get yourself ready, to recalibrate for this influx of energy coming into your life. Yes, and now my heart has steadied. For those of you who are learning how to read energy, when you feel something in your body, at least for me, when I deliver the message, the energy in my body settles, and that's how my guidance shows me that the message has been delivered. Perhaps that's meaningful for someone here who is learning. Now it's quiet. So now we go on. Beautiful. So let's get some more messages from your higher self for group number 1, please. What does group number 1 need to know right now? The higher self of group number 1, please show me very clearly. What do they need to know? We'll take both. And there we have it, the Lovers and Justice. They want me to pull one more card. It's very interesting. Okay, show me the final card for this part of the message, please. Yep. Oh my goodness, the High Priestess. So we have 3 major arcana here. So they had mentioned the love reading and someone carrying you, and now we have the Lovers. So indeed, there is a very strong possibility that someone is coming in. Now, the Lovers is different than the Two of Cups in one pivotal way. Unlike the Two of Cups, which is more of a short-term energy that could signify long-term, the Lovers is long-term energy, which is what the turtle also signifies. Something is incoming that is going to be a mainstay, that is going to show up in your life and stay. They're showing me a marathon versus a race, okay? And with the arrow in his heart, they showed it to me as a target, as if that message just hit the target, okay? So we're seeing twos, 2 people, 2 beings, okay? Show me my guides about the Justice. Okay. Very clearly. They're saying that something, did they say this before, that something is righting itself? I don't know if I heard that or said it. I don't remember anymore. You guys have been patient for a long time for something to right itself. And with the Justice card here, we're being shown that some kind of fairness is showing up where unfairness was, they're saying, too familiar to you. Too familiar, the experience of unfairness. Interestingly, I'll say this. When I was starting the reading, I was tuned into your intuition with these beings being underwater. Okay? The turtle couldn't be on land, can be in the sea, but it's in the sea here. It's underwater. And it showed to me very much as you being highly connected to your intuition at this time, and that your higher self is prizing you for this. But I didn't say it. Why? I didn't trust my intuition. So this message is for me as much as it is for you. Your higher self is asking you to trust your intuition, with the High Priestess showing up very calmly on the table here after the two primary cards. Your intuition has been guiding you for a long time, and it's telling you that something is on the horizon, that something is righting itself, that something is balancing itself, and that possibly love is coming in for you, but you may not trust it because it's been a long time for you guys. Whether it has been a long time not being in love, a long time of experiencing unfairness in love or unfairness in other parts of your life, the High Priestess shows up to say, oh no, you're right. That energy, that fluttering that they indicated at the beginning of the reading is on point. But you're feeling a little imbalanced in this more decidedly balanced energy. This is not familiar to this group, feeling balanced, feeling steady, feeling as if everything is going to turn in your favor. So your higher self is simply here they're showing me someone rubbing someone's back, not to placate you, but just to comfort you that your intuition has been correct. You have been on the right path. Things are turning. You're already seeing this. So this is less predictive and more affirmative, more validation. Yes, this person is coming in, or yes, this person that you're with, they're right. Things are balancing in your favor. And it is because you've been trusting your intuition and because you should continue to trust your intuition. Let's get a few more messages from your higher self here. What else does the higher self of group number 1, what else do you want to tell them? They're showing me the Four of Swords. So it does feel as if there's not only a time of relaxation up ahead, but you might need to rest a little bit after this energy of movement and going and doing. You might need to just trust in divine timing. What else do you want to tell my group number 1s, the higher self of group number 1, please? I'm hearing you are correct. So the Fool flipped, and then the Moon. Should we take all 3? Yes, we'll take all 3. Wow. Hang on, you guys. So, wow. I almost don't even know what to do with your spread. It's outrageous. You have all major arcana. I don't actually think I've ever seen anything like this before. You guys are going through some kind of tremendous transition, I'm hearing. Tremendous shift. I think that's why my heart was beating so fast at the beginning. This is what I was feeling. This is so remarkable. We have the Fool. Something is beginning. Some kind of fresh start in some way. And again, we have 2 beings on the card. 2, 2, and 2. This can be friendship. This can be love. This can be some kind of companionship. Something that you've definitely been waiting for. But there's almost a repeat of the cards. We have the Moon, which is also a card of intuition. It goes a step further, though, in saying that in your intuition, things are going to be revealed to you that are going to help you move forward on your path. And those things that are going to be revealed, some things are going to bring you to life, and some things you're going to have to leave behind. With the Death card here, but in the Good Fortune Tarot, it's unnamed, which I find fascinating. They talk about this card as a turn of fate, if you allow it. The reverse of this turn of fate in this particular deck is about clinging to the past. There is guidance from the higher self of this group, of your higher self, that in order for your intuition to be your friend, to be your companion in this life, you have to let go of the past. With the Justice card, you have to let go of injustices, unfairness, things that maybe felt like they worked against you. Over identifying with the idea that the other shoe is going to drop, or that the universe is not going to show up for you. Some kind of narrative that says you're always going to be in the red. And I don't mean your root chakra, I mean in the negative. Your new start is assured as long as you allow your intuition to guide you. And as your intuition shows the story to you, tells you what's going on, you're going to be asked to release things from your past. You're going to be asked to let go of emotions that tie you to, narrations or stories that tie you to emotions that keep you shackled. So I'm a cognitive behavioral therapist, and what I teach my patients is that thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, it's called the cognitive triad. It's a triangle, no less, right? Triangle being a very spiritual geometric figure. Thoughts, feelings, behaviors are all tied. If you change your thoughts, you can change your feelings. If you change your behaviors, you could change your thoughts, which change your feelings, et cetera, et cetera. It's all connected. There's something here being shown to this group that you need to either change the way you're thinking about something so you could change the way that you feel, or change the way you behave or react so you could change the way that you think or change the way that you feel. I'm not starting with feelings because at least in psychology, we learn it's very hard to directly change feelings. But the circuitous way to do it is by changing the way you think about things, changing the way you speak about things, or changing the way you respond to things. Your higher self is saying you are correct in your intuition that things are changing for you in a monumental way. Do not let old stories, old ways of responding, and then subsequently old feelings tell you otherwise. Let go of the past. Let yourself exhale. When you allow yourself to exhale, then you'll be carried by the universe, by a person, by a situation. You will be helped. Your companionship will come in. You're being given a thumbs up. You're being given that proverbial pat on the back for being so patient, for allowing things to unfold, allowing things to be released. Now, don't allow that built-in trauma to grip you and say, is it possible? I don't think it's possible. It may not be possible. Listen to some part of your brain that's saying this is impossible, because it sure as hell is. Screenshot this. Take a picture of this major arcana here, of what is coming in for you guys. Massive change. Now, I want to get a star seed card to close out your reading. Any messages, final messages from my group number 1? From the higher self of my group number 1s, please and thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh God, I love doing these readings. Freedom. Don't cling to the past. Release the shackles. And from my last reading, there was one of the piles that talked all about freedom, right? All of you lovely souls who wrote in the comments, right? Of my own complete free will and sovereignty, I release the blindfold from my eyes and the shackles from my wrists and my ankles, and I allow myself to be truly free. Here it is again. Because these readings, the messages they're not applied and implemented and integrated and engaged fully from one reading to the next. So I'm reading to the same collective. You're on your road to full and utter freedom. Follow your heart and nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow. Okay, following your heart is following your intuition. Just unbelievable. Let's get one more card for my group number ones from their higher self now, please. What other messages does the higher self of group number one have for them? Okay. Vibration. Your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected to cosmic intelligence. So I think that there is assurance for this group. Where should I put this? There's assurance for this group that something has already shifted, okay? Something has already shifted for you guys. You just have to trust that you are in a high enough vibration for the full shift to take shape. That's all. You are connected to cosmic intelligence. You are connected to your oversouls, your higher selves. You just have to trust it now. They're showing me cords tying you to some things from the past. So if you are aware of any thoughts or feelings or narrations or stories tying you to the past, all I encourage you to do is close your eyes and imagine a 7-foot, 10-foot scissor, okay? Clipping those cords from your past and letting yourselves be fully untethered to the past. That is it. That is all your higher self wants to tell you today. Because I feel like I'm reaching and they're like, no, that's it. Okay, my beautiful group number ones, I hope you enjoyed that message. Please let me know by giving the video a thumbs up and commenting down below. I'd love to hear. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next reading. Much love and many blessings. Welcome, group number 2. Today, we are connecting in with your higher self, and we're asking for clear, guided messages from your higher selves for your highest and best good only. So I'm just going to call my guides in once more and inviting in the higher self of group number 2 now to provide clear messages for them for their highest and best good on their paths. Thank you so much. There's a lot actually coming through for you guys. The caterpillar, right? The caterpillar is this being that has the potential to be a butterfly, right? We all know this. And we know the stages are caterpillar, chrysalis, butterfly. But what I'm receiving right now is a very interesting message from your higher self. There's something about self-acceptance that's needed for this group. That maybe you're always looking at what's next. How can I do better? How can I be better? Maybe you received messages from your parents about needing to reach higher or to do better in some way. I hope you guys can hear me. There's so much construction around me right now, but my noise cancellation is on, so I'm going to just go with it. The way this woman, this beautiful woman, is hugging herself and she's being hugged by the caterpillar, there's almost this feeling, this sense that I'm getting from your higher self that before we proceed with guidance or insights about next steps, it's actually very important for you guys to know that, let me just receive the message from the higher self. Please download the message very clearly into my crown. You are exactly where you need to be. Nothing more is required of you to live your best life. Right now, the higher self is asking for you to accept yourself exactly as you are and to love yourself exactly as you are as you aspire for more. There's a kind of treatment in psychology. Some of you know I'm a psychologist. It's called ACT, Acceptance and Commitment Therapy. What's beautiful about this therapy is that it's a combination of accepting where you are in the moment while committing to change at the very same time. Part of the teaching in this group from your higher self is about dispelling polarities and starting to understand that two things that seem polarized opposites, can exist in the same space. So if you are somebody who gets dysregulated easily, and you get angry that you get dysregulated, you don't learn what it is that dysregulation is there to teach. You instead punish yourself and dig the hole deeper of dysregulation so that you live in it for a longer period of time. That doesn't make you wrong. You're a human that's trying to survive. You're a human who might have not learned how to cope with emotions any differently. But what I'm here to tell you is that what can be helpful is to hear the messages from your dysregulated self, which might say things like, I feel unsafe. I don't feel heard. I feel misunderstood. The reason why I'm using this particular example is because this woman is wearing an orange outfit here, a little dress here. And the orange denotes to me the sacral chakra, which houses a lot of your emotional self, specifically the emotions around safety and security tied to the root, and less about emotions about power, as in the solar plexus chakra. So all that to say, there's something here where your higher self is asking you to be more gentle with yourself, to be a little kinder to yourself at this time. You have nothing but pure potential inside of you, but potential doesn't come from rushing ahead. But the next step doesn't show itself by vigorously seeking it out. They're showing me a dog that's digging for a bone or digging in the ground for something. It actually comes by being in the stillness of now. And they're showing me The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. That might be a useful book for some of you. Some of you might be in a process of learning how to love all of you right now and not rushing for the next step and the next step and the next step and the next step. Self-acceptance, very important here from your higher selves. In accepting where you are, what's so ironic is that the next step will often show itself. Not when you're pushing, right? Not when you're forcing something, but when you're in a state of acceptance, when you're in a state of self-love. This caterpillar is in no rush. Okay. Let's see what other messages your higher self has for you. There is something about beauty that keeps coming up with this woman, about loving yourself in your state of beauty right now, that you're beautiful just as you are. Someone needs to hear that. And yeah, I'll just stop there, okay? The higher selves of group number 2, what would you like to share with the souls in group number 2 right now? What would you like to share? What would you like to share, my group number 2s? Yeah, there's something about shyness. Maybe some of you say to yourselves, I struggle with shyness, or I struggle with social anxiety, okay? Which is a big deal. I know that as a psychologist, okay? But maybe there's social anxiety and maybe there's shyness. And certainly if you have social anxiety, you can seek out some help. But I think there's, again, some call from the higher self to allow yourself to feel shy and not allow that to be a punishing word, right? Okay, let me go on. Higher self, okay, of group number 2. What do you want to tell my group number 2s? Show me very clearly. What do you want to tell my group number 2s, please and thank you? What do you want to tell my group number 2s? It's almost like the cards are not speaking. And so there's again this reiteration of this message that you don't need to be anything other than what you are right now. Okay? The card that fell out was the 8 of Swords, okay? Which is the card of self-imposed imprisonment. This is not victimizing the victim. This is not a self-blaming card. This is just to let you know that there might be an energy. They're showing it to me as wisps, so it doesn't feel heavy, but it's there. There is this energy still around this group of feeling, what is the word, higher self, please? Feeling like I don't have a way out, the higher self is telling me. Tell me more, please, about the 8 of Swords. I'm not going to just say you have a way out. Let's see what the Tarot says. Let's see what the higher self wants to say about this experience. Okay? 2 cards came out. We have the 6 of Cups. They're saying this one goes first. The 2 of Wands. Okay. And the 6 of Cups. Okay, walk me through these cards, higher self, please. Okay. They're telling me with the 2 of Wands, you have a choice here. This group has a choice. You're at some kind of crossroads. And it's not where you think it would be with the chrysalis becoming a butterfly. It's much earlier than that. Your choice is made known when you become aware that this imprisonment is no longer created by circumstances or people around you. It's when you recognize that there's an aspect of yourself that is still feeling imprisoned from some time ago. 6 of Cups. Where you begin to realize that, okay, I was wrong. Okay, so they want me to do like this. Okay, that was wrong, okay? There is something old, something from your childhood perhaps, that's telling you that you're imprisoned, that you can't speak up when you want to speak up, that you're not allowed to move forward. But the 2 of Wands comes out to tell you, to remind you very gently, okay? It's not the 8 of Wands. There's no rushing here. The 2 of Wands is telling us you can expect something different now. You are allowed a choice to move in a different direction, and you can expect that something different will show up for you. A lot of people come to therapy wanting to change something, but I often guide my patients to recognize first the experience that they're in, and the moment they allow themselves to face their fears or to face the experience without needing the change then shows up. And that's what your higher self just said that to you at the beginning. When you allow for the self-acceptance and you're not rushing ahead, when you allow yourself to see what is going on here, you're feeling a little stuck. You're feeling imprisoned. They keep saying the word imprisonment for this particular 8 of Swords because of something that happened when you were a kid. And I'm kind of wanting to turn this upside down because this feels like trauma to me. Feels like something very old. The moment you look at it and you say, I'm safe, I am safe. This is what the caterpillar with this woman hugging herself told us. The moment you allow yourself to say, I am safe in my body, I am safe to express when I want to and when I don't want to, I am safe to allow myself to be seen, and I'm safe to allow myself to not be seen. Whatever I choose in my own free will and sovereignty. The moment you do that, you say that to yourself, the next step shows itself, the Two of Wands. Gentle appearance of this step. No forcing. Again, twos, we have twos here. The way they showed the caterpillar and this woman together with the quartz and the blue, okay? I hope this is making sense. The energy is very slow in this group. It's almost as if my Aries energy wants to give you more messages, but the higher self is telling me, no, they need to understand this. What else do you want to tell my group number twos, please? What do you want to tell? Okay, what I like to do is, let's say they recognize this, that the imprisonment is not present, it's an echo from the past, okay? And they're facing this, and they hug themselves through this recognition, and they love themselves through this recognition, and they realize that they are indeed safe. This Two of Wands is going to show up, this choice point, a gentle choice point. What more can you say about this choice point? Can you tell us more, higher self? Please, tell us just a bit more. Just a bit more, please. Okay? Oh my God. And you have the Ten of Pentacles. Can we get one more card on the Ten of Pentacles before I rush ahead? The Two of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to pull another card. This is going to be the message. You have a choice, my dear ones, that is subtle, gentle, okay? And it's just going to show up. And it's not left or right. It's just the idea, do I want to move forward? That's the choice. I'd like to move forward from this. Love myself, feel safe in my own complete free will and sovereignty, in my own power. Allow my emotional self to rise, not be afraid of feeling what I feel, not rushing ahead to the next steps, but knowing they're available. When I allow myself all of these steps, all of these things, the real Two of Pentacles, the real choice point shows up, the tangible choice point. That is forever and ever and ever, the infinity sign here. Dancing in the infinity of choices. And whatever choice I make, I get the Ten of Pentacles. Why? Why do you get everything? Because Ten of Pentacles in your spread, my dear ones, is freedom. Now, freedom showed up in group number one. It showed up in my last reading. Why does this keep happening? Because all of you are connected. As much as the readings, the stories are different, the outcome is often the same. You are all seeking some kind of dispensation, some kind of freedom. Your stories are just different. Your Ten of Pentacles, your utter wish fulfillment, your utter abundance comes from you recognizing that all the choices are available to you. At infinitum, they're telling me. When the inner choice shows itself, meaning the sense of freedom, the expectation of more shows up inside of you, then it shows up in your reality. Then you get to move forward. Very clear message. And we have a lot of two, like this polarized state. We have these twos, okay? Two, and we have these two people cuddling with their whole family here. And we have the quartz with the blue here. I don't know what blue stone that is, but it's some other blue stone. Okay, let's get a starseed card to close out the reading. For my group number twos, the higher self, final messages for them, please. Final messages for them, please. Yeah. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. You got the choice card. I feel like I just want to cry because sometimes, you know what, guys? Sometimes I don't believe. Yeah, I don't believe sometimes because my life has been very difficult. But when I have the pleasure of doing these readings and a card like this shows up after we've mentioned the word choice how many times? Okay. By staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of your choice. In the direction of your choice. Okay. Now, how crazy is this? By staying conscious in your thoughts, 8 of Swords, the imprisonment is in the mind, which I didn't mention. Sometimes I take for granted that some of you might know the tarot. 8 of Swords is the mind, is imprisonment in the mind. By staying conscious in your thoughts, any imprisonment in your mind, and you allow yourself to release thoughts and beliefs and ideas that no longer serve you, that possibly as a child really helped you move through trauma or difficulty, but do not serve you anymore. That's when you guide your journey in the direction of choice. In your inner world, and then it's made manifest in your outer world. I don't know what else to say, you guys. Blown away right now. And that is your reading. They're telling me not to pull any more cards. Absolutely brilliant. I just want to thank the higher selves of my group number 2s for that amazing message. Thank you so very much. I couldn't have done that myself alone. And to all of you guys who are listening. Just thank you guys so much for being here, for allowing me to do these readings for you. They're just divinely guided and inspired. With that, my dear ones, I'm going to close out the reading. If you did like the reading, as always, please do give the video a thumbs up. It does help my channel grow. And comment down below if this resonated with you. I love communicating with you guys. And if nothing else, I send you so much love and so many blessings. Until the next reading, take very, very good care. Welcome, group number 3. Thank you so very much for being here. Today we are asking your higher self for messages on your path. The higher self is the freest part of yourself, the omnipotent, all-knowing part of yourself, and it will see things that you can't right now. So often the higher self will illuminate any constrictions in your life right now or something that you can't see. And as I say that, I see that this woman here in the card that you chose, her eye is closed. Oh, this is so interesting. Only one of her eyes is shown here. And they are telling me that it signifies the third eye. Apatite is a stone that helps open up the third eye. Some of you right now are adapting to your inner sight or your inner vision. You are learning how to see, they're showing me the Hanged Man, from a different vantage point. Much more deep and expansive than you've ever been able to see before. But before you can see the depth of your being and the depth of your experience, they're saying that you have to let some of your guards down. The beetle has this exoskeleton that is kind of like a boundary or a barrier to the outside world. So while energy in the third eye is pulled up ultimately from inside of you, the cosmos live inside of you, you must become aware of any guardedness, any barrier. It could be a fear, it could be a feeling that you're unsafe, perhaps unsafe to connect with your guidance. I remember when I first started in my adult life, because I've always been connected, but when I started to practice connecting, I noticed that I was afraid during meditation of what I would discover or what I would connect into. This group might be my group who does a lot of protective practices. And I want you to understand that while those are important, protective practices cannot come from a place of fear. They must come from a place of empowerment, knowing that you are always protected. But because we live in a third dimensional plane, moving rapidly into the fifth dimension, okay, there needs to be some things set to help us along that journey. So there's a message from the higher self, a few messages from the higher self for this group, that your third eye is rapidly awakening and opening now. And you're clearly doing the work. You're clearly moving into a state of awareness that is deeper and more expansive, moving from the outer eye to the inner eye and gaining inner insight and inner vision. But there's something that the higher self is asking of you. How flexible are you? How adaptable are you really? Are you wearing armor when you go into your spiritual practice? I just got a big yes on that, by the way. Are you wearing armor in any respect in your life? This card, immediately when I tune into it, and I'm getting a big yes on this, reminds me a little bit of the Strength card. It feels as if this woman is making friends with this beetle, this rather large beetle with, I don't know what these are called. Something with a T. What are they called? I can't. A lot of you know I can't find basic words in these readings. Tentacles? Yeah. It looks a little scary, doesn't it? A little bit, right? But she has her eyes closed because she's trusting the lion or the beetle, right? So the Strength card is not just about strength. It's about making friends with those parts of yourself that you might be afraid of looking at or seeing. In other words, sometimes when we think that we need to protect ourselves voraciously from the world, it's often because we don't feel safe within. It's interesting. A lot of the messages through these readings, they're running through all the readings. So yeah, this community is just very, very connected. So there's a message from the higher self that as you tune in to your higher guidance, to your third eye, to your inner sight, your inner vision, are you flexible in how you connect and what you are doing to connect? Some of you might be too rigid in the way that you're connecting or expecting your guides to show up. Eventually, I'm going to do this how to connect with your guides video. It's taking me a little bit, but I promise I will get it out. But there's something about adaptability here, about flexibility in how you practice spiritually and how you connect inward. And to ask, is there anything that you need to become more friends with? A part of yourself that you might be writing off or avoiding or not looking at. There's something about vision with this group. There's a lot about vision with this group, okay? And the higher self is gently asking if there's something that you're avoiding looking at. Maybe they're showing me a journal, so maybe some of you are writers. Take pen to paper and just start speaking to this part of yourself. Hi, Merkaba. That's not my name, but I'm just saying that. Or hi, Dr. K. You can call me Dr. K. What is it that you are afraid of if I were to write a message to myself? And whatever floods into your mind immediately, just write it down. Automatic writing. Not automatic writing as this spiritual practice, but automatic writing as an exercise that you can do. Because a lot of people use the word automatic writing kind of incorrectly, if I may. So the esoteric meaning of automatic writing is literally where you take a pen and a piece of paper, and the pen will move and your hand will move without you trying to let it move. I know this because I've done it, because I was guided by a tutor from the Arthur Findlay College to start automatic writing. So I did it with my left hand because I'm a righty, and the pen just moved by itself. It didn't draw words, it drew squiggles because I'm not used to it yet. But it's a scary experience because the pen just moved on its own. Anyway, all that to say, the colloquial automatic writing is simply that whatever comes into your mind, you write down on a piece of paper. That might be very helpful for you guys to clear the clutter so that your third eye can see more clearly. I hope this is making sense, you guys. With every message, there was a twofold message with the significator card, and then it was expanded upon in the tarot reading. So with that said, let's get into the tarot. Okay, so the higher self of my group number 3s, please show me very clearly the messages you want to share with them. The higher selves, thank you, of group number 3. Wow. Unbelievable. The Hierophant. The King of Pentacles. Let's get one more card here. Show me the rest of the story. Okay. Knight of Cups. Interesting. So interesting. The Hierophant it can be the higher self, but let me just tune in for a minute. The higher selves of group number 3. Help me understand the Hierophant. Okay. The reason why they're talking about the third eye and then they're talking about this protective exoskeleton and how you're showing up in your everyday life is because this group is meant to bring. So you see that the hand of the higher self is facing up and then another one facing down. As above, so below. As within, so without. There's something that the higher self is trying to teach this group, that you're meant to ground your vision, your higher knowing into the earth with the King of Pentacles here. And you're not just meant to ground it as a student, but you're meant to do it as a teacher. The Hierophant is a teacher, and the King of Pentacles is the highest suit in the Pentacles. So you're meant to become expert at something that you're bringing down from the cosmos into the everyday world. And I'm being shown that you're meant to blast through some kind of convention with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is higher learning, and there can be a rigidity to the Hierophant. It's interesting that the Hierophant has the word higher in it. Okay, the Hierophant is about convention, beliefs, values, religions. You, my dear ones, are meant to blast through that, break through that seal, like the exoskeleton of the beetle. You're meant to break through that barrier of conventions and bring it down, bring the cosmos into the earth, ground something into the earth in a way that is decidedly palatable to people with the King of Pentacles. You're meant to be an expert in something that you will learn through your third eye, through your inner knowing, and through bringing it down from the higher realms to this realm. You're meant to ground it, and then you're meant to dispense it. Now, the Knight of Cups is very interesting. I think that this is the beginning of a different message. So it doesn't feel connected to this message. So I'm going to ask for more information about the Knight of Cups. But that's what I'm getting here with the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. You're meant to break that matrix, okay, that veil that everyone lives in. It's interesting that you have the adaptation card and you have the Hierophant, because the Hierophant, again, can be quite rigid in the rules and the regulations of things, period. The King of Pentacles also, very grounded, structured. It's almost this idea that you're meant to become aware of the conventions of the, this feels Saturnian to me. It's interesting because, what is it? The next new moon? Is that in Saturn? I literally, I'm so out of my head, you guys, right now. There's a Saturnian moon coming up, a Capricorn. Thank you. God, thank you, my guides. There's a Capricornian new moon coming up. I think it's on the 18th. And I'm publishing somewhere around there. I don't know if it's the 13th. I literally have no idea what day it is today. Anyway, there's something about you guys grounding something cosmic. So there's a twofold message for you guys. Breaking some kind of convention, breaking the mold of your own energy field, as it were, meaning the fears, anything that's keeping you stuck, and allowing the third eye to open to receive these messages. And then we have as within, so without, as above, so below. What is happening in your own consciousness is then going to be made manifest in your environment and how you go about doing things. Once you break this seal, you make friends with your fears. You notice anything that you're avoiding. You write that journal page. Your third eye is going to begin opening even more, they're telling me, because this is already a very psychic group. And you're going to be able to see truths about things. I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know what you're here to, what convention you're meant to blow open, what religion you're meant to leave, what beliefs you're meant to change, whatever it might be. You're meant to become expert in some kind of new blank, fill in the blank, method, modality, teaching. You're meant to ground this into the earth. Take it from your third eye, from your crown chakra, and ground it into the earth. And you might become some kind of teacher with the King of Pentacles here. But whatever it is, the energy is meant to be brought down into the earth. And we're being shown now, all of the light workers are being shown that we cannot live in this liminal space between the earth and the cosmos anymore. We can't flit around anymore. This Saturnian new moon is asking us to come and ground this energy. Okay? In a previous reading of mine, I talked about that the ground crew, the boots on the ground, that's who I'm speaking to in this pile. Okay? Especially with the Knight of Cups, you see this armor here. Again, we see armor, the beetle. Okay? Again, the armor. It keeps showing up. It's very interesting. We'll see what the message is here. But you guys have to be able to take this higher vision and bring it down into the earth. Dispense it, engage it in some meaningful way. Let's get some more information on the Knight of Cups here, please. Can we get some more information on the Knight of Cups? Oh my God, that's so interesting. They just said, what is this? My guys just asked me, what is this animal? It's the seahorse. We are in the year of the horse. It is this year that you guys are meant to take the information from your intuition, right? The seahorse is coming out of the sea into the air, into the age of Aquarius, Aquarius being an air sign. You guys are meant to take information from your intuition and let it birth itself. Let it be seen. Let it be shown. In the year of the horse, 2026, if you're listening to this in 2026. My mind is blown right now. Can we get another message on the Knight of Cups, please? Can we get another message on the Knight of Cups? Yeah, I keep hearing, beware of your armor. Beware of your armor. Where are you wearing it for protection, and where are you wearing it because of fear? Can I get another message with the Knight of Cups, please? Can you tell me more about the Knight of Cups, the higher self of my group number 3s? Yeah. The Six of Cups. I just heard that you're taking something old and you're making it new again. You're taking something old and making it new again. They're saying these are all the cards for this group. Wow. The Hierophant, right, are old conventions, old ways of doing things. They told you to blow past that and make it something else. The same with the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is nostalgia, childhood, purity. They want you to take something old and make it new again. With the Knight of Cups. They're also sitting on a blue blanket here, and all of this blue, we have all of this lovely intuitive energy on the table here. Some of you might have been very psychic when you were younger, but it was shut down because of trauma. It was shut down because people told you were too sensitive, and you created a shell. This read also like Cancer to me, so I'm wondering if any of you are Cancers, right? That proverbial crab who's all hard on the outside but all soft on the inside. That's you guys. Very much like the beetle here. The beetle is a very powerful creature, okay? A lot of ancient wisdom there if we look at the scarab beetle, okay? A lot of ancient wisdom. So you guys very clearly are meant to blow through some kind of convention, blow through some kind of shield, something that was old, and make it new again. I feel like I want to do this. Okay? I feel like that's your message. Now, let me get a starseed card for you guys. Please show me very clearly for my group number 3s, a message from the higher self. Please show me very clearly an accurate message. This one just flipped. And we have starseed. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. Okay, that's beautiful. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. Okay, I got it. We talked about as above, so below. You're meant to take the light from the cosmos and seed it into the earth. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. Can't make it up. Can we get another card for my group number 3s? From the higher self of my group number 3s, please. Another message from the higher self. Show me clearly, please, from the higher self of my group number 3s. And we have guidance. You are not alone. You are guided by masters and teachers of the highest realms. Wow. That's very interesting because we have the ultimate master and teacher here with the Hierophant. And I did say that you guys are going to be teachers. So you are guided to become the guides. You are guided to become the guides. They're telling me there's a third card for you guys. You guys got less tarot cards, but you're getting more starseed cards. Can we get one more card here for my group number 3s? From the higher self of my group number 3s. Please show me clearly. And lastly, we have abundance. Wow. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. Interesting. I don't know how that relates to the reading exactly, but it is a beautiful message. My guides and higher self, is there anything you want to say about this card? When your heart's intention is to serve the humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. Okay. So they're saying that they were talking about how you guys might be trying very hard to connect in, and you might be doing a lot to protect yourself, and there might be some states of fear. They said something at the beginning that you can't force anything. So there's a little bit of a message for this group to be aware of your intentions. When your heart's intention is pure, whether it be to serve humanity or to engage with your guidance, and not because you're trying to do something or forcing yourself to do something, that's when your third eye naturally opens. That's when abundance naturally opens. They keep showing me Power versus Force by David R. Hawkins, I believe is the author. Because there's something in this group about forcing things or pushing things. And the message with abundance here is really telling me that you have to yield a little bit. Again, with this card reminding me of this beetle adaptation card reminding me of the strength card, which is about yielding. Yielding to your higher knowing, yielding to the parts of yourself that you think you should be afraid of, but are actually your strength and your superpowers. So abundance comes when you soften. When your intention is to serve humanity, when your intention is to trust. Not when it's coming from a place of fear, not when it's coming from a place where you need to protect yourself. Okay? They're telling me that's where I need to close out. Okay, my dear ones, thank you so much for staying for that beautiful reading. I really appreciate you being here. Please let me know if this resonated by giving this reading a thumbs up. But if nothing else, I look forward to the next reading, and I send you guys so much love and so many blessings. Take very, very good care.